Well, hello again, YouTube. The Buffalo Pile here. Tonight we got a new grill top we're going to try out. My anniversary was last week, and well, Father's Day's coming up in a few weeks, and uh, my wife saw one of these on sale at our local Walmart and said, "Hey, would you like to have one of those?" My father-in-law's got one. He really likes it, so we're going to give it a try. We went to the store. The one that was on sale was all right, but this one came with a lid. The big one came with a lid, 36 inch. Came with a lid and 4 different burners and a couple other options, and it wasn't that much more, so we went ahead and sprung for the big one. Anyway, we're going to get her cleaned up tonight, and then we're going to season it real good, and then we're going to be ready to cook in just a little bit. So y'all be ready to watch what we got going on here today. It's a 36-inch BlackStone Griddle top cooker. All right, I got the lid off of it now, and you can see this griddle top. It's kind of like a cast iron type thing. It's better when it's more seasoned, and they put a coat of oil on it whenever they ship it that they tell you need to clean off. It's to help protect it in shipping and stuff. So for probably the only time in its life, we're going to give it a little soapy water here. It says to clean this off with warm soapy water and then re-season the top. And anytime you clean cast iron or anything that needs a season coat on it, you need to be sure you re-season it. Otherwise, you may get a soapy taste. I know some people say, "Oh, I clean my cast iron with soap all the time," and that's fine and dandy, but you won't see me doing that. I like the Dutch oven cook, and I got some cast iron skillets and stuff, and I don't use soap on my cast iron at all. But we're going to use a little soap on this to get the shipping oil off of it, and then we're going to season it up with a little canola oil. All right, I've given her a good wipe down now. Now I've connected the propane tank earlier and got it in its position. You want to follow the instructions on how to do all that. Also, the igniter right here, it takes a AA battery that doesn't come in it, and if you're not careful, you'll forget to put it in there. So we've got it, and we're going to set the AA battery in this little spring-loaded hole here and get it screwed in so we can ignite it here in just a minute. Now, after that clean off, in order to season it properly, the books recommends that you ignite it, you get it lit up, get all the burners turned on high, and let it come to a full heat, which is going to be about 10 to 15 minutes, they say. So we're going to get her lit up here, and once we get her going, we're going to let her set for a little while, and then we'll be back to get her seasoned up. I heard the click click and it fired right up. So that's good news, and I can look underneath there and see the blue flame a burning. So let's get the rest of these turned on. Get them all lit up there good. There they went. All 4 burners have lit up across there. So we're going to give that about 10 or 15 minutes. The surface should turn black whenever it gets ready. And then we'll come in with our oil and some paper towels, and we'll season it up. About 3 coats of seasoning on it. Okay, you can't really see it, but we got a pretty good burn going on the griddle now. And now we're going to be ready to season it up a little bit. So I got some canola oil, just some regular old canola oil. And what we're going to do is we're going to put a coat on this grill, and it's going to come up to a smoke. We're going to let that smoke burn off, and then we're going to do it again. We'll do it 3 times to get it ready to go so we can get the meat on the grill. We'll use some paper towel and tongs to help spread it around evenly and get it up on the sides. Now we'll leave that on there good and hot. Griddle's good and hot, and we'll see what it does. It should smoke up and then burn that into the griddle, and then we'll do again. And we'll be back in just a minute. We'll give it a few minutes to get around here and get going. All right, you can't really see it because of the sunlight out here in the background we got, but we're getting a little smoke on it now. And as a matter of fact, the smoke's just about to burn off. And we're getting a good dark color on the bottom of this pan. So we're going to give it another squirt of oil, and then we'll move it around with the napkin and get it spread out and up on the sides, and we'll give it time to cook in again. All right, now while that set burns in, we're going to talk about a few of the extras that are on this particular one. The 28-inch model that we originally looked at only had one shelf on one side. This one has two shelves, one on either side. Each end of the shelf out here, let's see if you can see over here, yeah, has hangers on each end for your utensils or mittens or hot pots or whatever you want to do. But I like the two shelves better, and it's got lots of good stuff. Also got a paper towel holder down here, so you can keep your paper towels handy without having them up in the way of your griddle or on your fire. We got our second coating of oil on this now, and it's just now starting to smoke up a little bit. So we're going to let it smoke up and burn down, and then we'll be back for one more coating. And then we're about ready to put some meat on the grill, see what we can do. I think Princess Pookie's got us some pork chops, and we're going to do some chicken thighs, and we're going to do some cabbage steaks. Put it all on there and kind of see what we can get done. We're going to give her a full load to start with here. I'll be right back with you. Smoke's real light, so you're not going to see it much on camera, but the last of this is second coating oil is just getting ready to burn, just burning off here. You can see just a little bit of smoke still coming up off of it. We're going to put another little light coating of oil, and as it burns in, I'll go in and get the meat and stuff, and when it gets ready, we should be ready to start cooking some meat. Okay, we got that on there. I'm going to let that last coat soak in, get burned in a little bit, and then we're going to be ready to put the meat on. I won't go in and get the meat. We'll be right back, and you'll get to see what we get started cooking with here. Okay, YouTube people, we're back. Like I said, not to disappoint. Princess Pookie's got us some boneless, skinless chicken thighs. We got some pork chops, some boneless pork chops. And we also got some nice cabbage steaks over here. We're going to get them all on the grill and get them going here. We're going to keep this on high for a few minutes, get that sear going, then we'll turn her down a little bit. We'll have some meat here just shortly. Well, and that did her just about filled that 36-inch griddle up. We got the meat on. We're gonna get it seared on both sides real good, and then we're gonna let her cook. And we'll be back to show you what we get when we get done. Boy, it's already smelling good. Well, YouTube, just check the temp on the meats. We're ready to go. The cabbage came off a little bit earlier, but we got these pork chops up in their done area and got the chicken in its done area. So we're going to take this meat up and we're going to eat. Thanks for joining me. After we get done eating, we'll have a little cleanup on the grill. I'll be coming back to show that to you, but right now it's time for the big guy to eat. So Buffalo Pile and Miss Pookie is going to have us a little supper. I'll be back with you in just a little while for the cleanup. Okay, guys, I'm back. Whoo, that was a good meal. Y'all all saw the picture, right? Man, Princess Pookie did us right with that corn and them fried mushrooms to go along with the cabbage and the chicken and the pork. And man, it was sure enough good. So now we're going to clean this up. I've turned it back on and heated it back up a little bit. And to clean this, what we're going to do is we're just going to take some water and we're going to put a little water where the stuff is gathering. And then we're going to take the edge of our spatula and we're just going to kind of give it a scrape in toward the drain at the back. Try to get some of those big chunks off. We want to get that water off there fairly quick, so you don't use much water. Again, you know, water's kind of kind of the culprit to our cast iron or our finished seasoned surfaces. So